Tasyam Vishuddha Karanam Shiva
Badhavasanam Jita Marun Manasaha Takshaha
Badhavasanam Jitamaru Manasahastam
Stule Dadhara Bhagavat Pratirupa Etad
Stule Dadhara Bhagavata Pratipada Rupa Etad
Dhyayam Tad Avyavahito Vasrajat Samadau
Dhyayam Tadavyaya Avato Vyasyajatat Samadho. Translation.
In Badrika Ashrama, Dhruva Maharaj's senses became completely purified because he bathed regularly in the crystal clear purified water. He fixed his sitting position and by yogic practice controlled the breathing process and the air of life. In this way his senses were completely withdrawn. Then he concentrated his mind on the Archa Vigraha form of the Lord, which is the exact replica of the Lord, and thus meditating upon him entered into complete trance.
Shlok number 18, Mataji. Anybody else read the shlok number 18? This is the two shloks we'll be discussing today.
Bhaktim haro bhagavati pravahannata
Bhaktim haror bhagavati pravahan ajasaram Ananda baspa kalaya muhura ardhayamana Viklidhyamana hridaya pulaka chitango Na atmanam asmarad avasa iti muktalinga. Translation.
Because of his transcendental bliss, incessant tears flowed from his eyes. His heart melted, and there was shivering and standing of the hairs all over his body. Thus transformed in a trance of devotional service, Dhruva Maharaj completely forgot his bodily existence, and thus he immediately became liberated from the material bondage.
Hare Krishna. So, these two shloks we will be basically discussing. Just after this shloka, the Vaikuntha Viman is coming. In the next shloka, what is coming? The Vaikuntha Viman is coming, and then seeing in the ecstasy, he forgets. You know, like we say, when Lord Krishna went to Dhruva Maharaj, Vidurji's house, her wife also got in ecstasy. She started giving, the peels instead of the banana. So similarly, Dhruva Maharaj, when he saw that the Viman is coming from the Vaikuntha, he himself got perplexed and but we have to understand this Viman coming and the situation before. These two shlokas shows the position of Dhruva Maharaj just before leaving the body. Just what was his consciousness, what was the state of his mind, what was his position before leaving the body, and this is the position we all should be in if we want to go back to the spiritual world. अगर हमको वैकुंठ की इच्छा है या हमारा प्लान उधर है, तो हमारा भी ऐसा ही पोजीशन होना चाहिए. One thing about Dhruva Maharaj, he left his original place. Which place? The kingdom. And he came to Badrika Ashram. So similarly, at one time of our life, we also should get out of our regular places. जो बोलते हैं ना, प्रिपरेशन टाइम बोलते हैं ना, एक रहता है ब्रह्मचारी, एक रहता है गृहस्थ, उसके बाद वानप्रस्थ और संन्यास. सो वी शुड ऑल्सो प्रिपेयर आवरसेल्फ दैट हम उधर ही रह के हमारा लाइफ उधर ही खत्म नहीं कर देवे. ही लेफ्ट एंड वेंट टू A spiritual. For us, the spiritual place, Vaikuntha is this temple. What is it?
Spiritual.
For us, this is not different than the Vaikuntha or Badrika ashram. Because, see, Dhruv Maharaj, ground preparation, if you see, it was during the Satyuga, this Katha is happening. And during that Yuga, the Yuga Dharma was meditation. But we are in Kali Yuga. And what is the Yuga Dharma? Nama Sankirtan. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told us that Jivana Sarthak Kari Kara Paravukar. So we should be also in that circle what our Guru Maharaj has given us. What Dhruv Maharaj was given, by his Guru. And that's why he was in that position and he was practicing the same thing what his Guru had given, the process. So for us, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Guru Parampara, has given us the process. So that process we have to follow strictly before the end of the life. That the consciousness level should be the same in the line of our Guru Parampara. That how to save ourselves and how to save. We are all in a preaching movement. And we have to see that this Harinam has to be spread each and every corner. And this Harinam has to be given to each and every person. That is our mood and mission. So in that mood, we should try to somehow disassociate from a regular and associate fully. Dhruv Maharaj left everything. He was there. And he was full in that mood. What mood? Which his Guru Maharaj had given him, the process. And in that, what was happening? Shivering was happening. Tears were flowing. And totally he was in that mood. And in that mood he was leaving the body. Now, in this class we will try to discuss it. Everybody has to leave the body. Right? Everybody will have to leave the body. So, if we are not living this way, we have to live some other way. And we have discussed many times this in the class. Now also we will be discussing that if we do not live in this way, what are the ways people live? This is the Shuddha Sattvic way or the devotional way. Or we can also put, somebody can come on the board and write. Help me, Prabhuji. Somebody can come. Chitra?
I don't think it's not good.
Aap aa jao. So who, first we'll take the Shuddha Sattvic way of leaving the body. Who are the people who left in such a state and returned back to the spiritual world? Who are the way? Like Dhruv Maharaj is the first case. Haridas Thakur. Tukaram. Haridas Thakur, how he lived? He lived his entire life chanting. Namacharya. Right? He got beaten. He got screwed. But then also he never left what he was given. He chanted the rounds. And if he didn't chanted the rounds, he would never eat. He would never eat. That was the determination of Haridas. And at the old age, when he was not able to chant, that time Lord came and told, "Abhi to kam karo." To kya bole? Huh? Bolte, that is, you don't make illusion, Maharaj. It's better. Now I know that you are going to leave. It's better I should leave the body before you. And then how Lord nicely arranged. The kirtan was going on. All associates came. All devotees came. Kirtan was going on. He took the leg of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on his chest, seeing the face of the Lord, saying the name of the Lord, tears are flowing, and then he left the body. So this is what is the real preparation. Haridas Thakur. Then Tukaram also we can know. How the plane came. Today, which Vaikunta beach he said, na? That the tree is there, even Prabhuji? Dehu, Vaikunta beach. That tree is there. Even today, on that day, the tree start, dancing, shaking. Yes. So that is the exact place where the Viman came, Vaikunta Viman came. And what he was doing, that time also he was in the same mood, same mission of chanting the Harinam and saying, and he started climbing and went away. He was doing the same job of, preaching through his Abhangas. Through his Abhangas, he was, what he is doing? Preaching. And preaching, and he left the body. Right? So, that was his way of living. Then, Bhishma Pitama. His job was as a warrior. Entire life, he stood to his promise to protect the
Pandavas.
No. Hastinapur. He had taken the vow to protect the Hastinapur. Whoever comes on the throne, whether they are Pandavas or I will be serving them. I will be
Serving them.
And he knew that this was my, I am the opposite side of the Lord. I am on the the role that was given to me was on the opposite side. But then also he accepted it. The opposite side. We were then बोलते भगवान का side में रह के भजन करेंगे ना हम लोग. But he was on the opposite side. He accepted all odds, and his role was as a warrior. What? As a warrior. And he died as a warrior. He died as a warrior. And the famous Bhishma Stuti, what he sang, and how he showed that he's waiting for 60 days. He's waiting when not a single drop of blood is there in his body.
60 days.
Yes. On the arrows, he's waiting there. Because Moksha Ekadashi comes in around December.
He's waiting for Uttarayan to come.
And he was waiting for Uttarayan. Uttarayan comes, Makar Sankranti time. So, January time. So, that entire time he was just waiting for whom? The Lord to come. हम लोग पहले बोलेंगे ना कि भाई पहली बात तो हमारा कंप्लेंट क्या रहेगा, देखो भगवान तुम्हारे साइड में लेके मेरा हाल क्या हो गया, और इतना हाल खराब करने के बाद भी इतना टाइम लगाते हो आने में. हम लोग क्या बोलते थे, इफ वी वर देयर, थोड़ा हम लोग सेवा करते ना तो हम लोग बोलते रहे इतना हो गया, हम लोग ने इतना सेवा की. He served his life entirely. Not for him. He didn't did anything for himself. And that was the quality Bhishma Pitama had.
And also he was singing so nicely.
And then even when he was there on that so pathetic situation, he is crying seeing Pandavas. He is crying,
Remembering whatever they saw.
And giving
not crying कि मेरा पोजीशन क्या है भाई, भगवान मेरा हाल क्या करके रखा है, इतना एक तो लेट आया तुम, हाँ 2 महीने मेरे को इधर किया, कुछ पानी नहीं, खाना नहीं, हाँ क्या हाल करके रखा है, थोड़ा जल्दी आ जाता तो अच्छा था. नहीं, this may be our mentality, but see, I am trying to understand how the people live at the time of death. See, this is, we always say our life is a preparation, death is an examination, and we have to pass in that exam. But to pass, our entire life should be a nice preparation under Guru and Vaishnavas. Otherwise, that exam, hundreds of exams in the past life we have failed. We have? It is not this is the first time we are giving the exam, death exam. कितना एग्जाम पहले भी दिया होगा,
हर टाइम फेल हुए।
हम लोग फेल हुए इसलिए अभी तक यहाँ पे रखड़ रहे, बराबर ना, वी आर स्टैंडिंग हियर. So by this we understand Bhagavatam teaches us, Bhagavad Gita teaches us, yes, this we have to leave the body, but this is the way one has to leave the body. He is there as a Bhishma, he's a warrior, he's fighting, and he's dying, and he's not complaining for what he is suffering. But at the same time he's showing the Vaishnava qualities at that time also. Dhruv Maharaj, even the plane is coming, his total consciousness is remembrance of the Lord, and he's not able to welcome the Vaikuntha people. But at the same time, before going, whoever were there in the Badri ashram, he's going there, taking blessings of them. ऐसा नहीं बोलते, देख मेरे लिए प्लेन आया है, मेरे लिए प्लेन आ गया है. No, he's going there. He's taking bath in the Alaknanda and taking the blessings. कि आपके blessings, he's taking the blessings of everybody. And then he's climbing on the plane. Huh? And on the plane also, he's remembering his Guru, mother, who inspired her. Right? And then the Vaikuntha people are saying, your mother is going ahead. आपके पहले जा रहा. Because of you, she is getting liberated. In Prahlad Maharaj also, Narsingadev says, if one person becomes a devotee, 21 generations get the benefit. Huh? 21 generations get liberated.
प्रहलाद महाराज का प्रभु कुछ बताया नहीं है स्क्रिप्चर्स में कैसे निकाला. प्रहलाद महाराज तो भाई वो बलि महाराज के साथ, प्रहलाद महाराज ये सब एक ही साथ में वैकुंठ में उधर रहते वामन देव के साथ में हमेशा सुतल लोक में उधर वहाँ पे रहते हैं. And what we should say about Mirabai and
Yes, Mirabai can be also an example. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is also an example. Mirabai is an example. Huh? Gajendra is an example. Prabhupada is a living example for us. Gajendra, Prabhupada, 6 months not eating a single thing. He's on that bed only, Vrindavan bed. And then also on that bed, that dictation is going on. With Bhagavatam dictation, what we are today doing, and that what translation we are doing. Why? Because his Guru Maharaj had done. His Guru Maharaj had told him that preach in English. So that work, doing, he's giving up his body. Singing Bhagavatam glories, and today we can see the result. How many people's life have changed. And in future also thousands of people's life is going to change. Just a person has to come in touch with Bhagavatam, touch with Bhagavad Gita. His life is 100% going to change if somehow or other he comes in contact. So that is the potency and the power of a pure devotee who has invested inside him. Prabhupada always says, I am not going to die. I'll always live in my books. I'll always books. I'll be always there. And he's there. He's every time speaking to us through the purports. Even now we are reading, he's speaking to us. That is the beauty. You know, क्या लेके जाता है आदमी? The kirti. You know, the fame, what he is there. So this is the way we should be living our life. Not, the way we are living our life now. Right?
Yeah.
क्या होने वाला है? दैट हम लोग का हाल क्या क्या होने वाला है वो भी हम लोग इधर थोड़ा नोट डाउन करेंगे. यस, जटायु, वेरी नाइस एग्जाम्पल. हाँ, जटायु, he knew from the time he was going to fight Ravana that I am going to die. अगर आपको मालूम है कोई मिशन में फेल होने वाला है तो हम काय को इतना एफर्ट डालेंगे? Why we should put effort? और भगवान राम भी है ना, उनको मालूम था कि 4 यूनिट बनाया था। किसका? वानर सेना का। एक नॉर्थ में भेजा, एक ईस्ट में भेजा, एक वेस्ट में भेजा, एक साउथ में भेजा, और साउथ वाले को ही अंगूठी दिया। सेवा। Everybody was given a chance for seva, but the success was given to the South party. South party. So, you know, whether in that mission you get pass or fail, that is not the criteria. In book distribution, whether your book sells or it doesn't sell, that is not the criteria. What efforts are you putting? That matters. That will help to purify yourself. That will help to break your ego. When you do book distribution, आपका ego क्या हो जाता है? कम हो जाता है. Rock down, bottom आ जाता है. When you do that seva. So success or failure is never in a hand, but putting your effort is in your hand. And that is what we see from the life of Jatayu. That how he knew from the point that I will be killed. I will be killed. But it's better to get killed for Ram. Right? Better to get killed for Ram. And that's why he put his effort and he died for the sake of Ram. We know in the Vritrasur Leela, Vritrasur also you can write, he knew that he is going to get defeated. But brilliantly he was fighting. Who? Brilliantly he was fighting. And he was giving the class to दे रहा था उसको. He was giving Bhagavad Gita class to Arjuna, you know, motivation class. किसको? अरे भाई, why you are doubting Lord? Why you are doubting the Vajra? Victory is yours. Huh? And nobody is going to, we can put our effort, sincere effort. And he's putting a sincere effort in doing that fight. Huh? And then he's telling, then he's praying to Lord. Aham harer tava padeka mulo dasanu dasa bhavatasmi bhuya asupates gunanste karma karoti kaya. So in that shloka we know na naka prishtam na japarmeshtam na sarvabhaumam. He's praying. Even the fighting is praying to the Lord. So Jatayu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he disappeared, in 2 places he disappeared. In Mahaprabhu disappeared in Tota Gopinath. In the Vigraha of Tota Gopinath, dancing and disappeared. And in another form he disappeared in the Vigraha of Jagannath. 2 places he expanded and disappeared. So walking he disappeared in the Jagannath Vigraha, and in one place he disappeared Tota Gopinath inside. And he finished off his Leela. Then Gajendra. 1000 years. How many years? 1000. The problem, 1000 years the fighting was going on. 1000 years. He was not able to come out of that difficult problem. He had one crocodile. We have many crocodiles in our life to catch us. Kya? There are many crocodiles. We say that Bharat Maharaj had one deer. Kya tha? We have many deers. बहुत सारे हमारे डियर लोग हैं जो हमको अट्रैक्ट करके रखे हैं, कि नहीं? You know, one deer which was of Bharat Maharaj fall down हुआ, सीता माता का भी डियर की वजह से fall down हुआ, and another Dashrath Maharaj का भी डियर की वजह से fall down हुआ, because he shot that and Shravan Kumar Shrap had came. So एक डियर ने उनका पूरा लाइफ प्रॉब्लम कर दिया. हमारे कितने डियर है? वी हैव मेनी डियर्स. वो डियर नहीं, हमारे दूसरे डियर है. डियर हमारे प्रिय, जिसको बोलते हैं डियर लोग, वी हैव सम, आज तो मोबाइल डियर हो गया हमारा सबसे बड़ा डियर. दिस इज आवर डियर. हाँ, कितने डियर हो गए, मतलब हमारे प्रिय. DAR. So we have to understand that yes, Gajendra is there. Gajendra is a classic example of how of many lifetimes of bhakti got matured. The 99 bhakti in last life, 1% bhakti, even though in the elephant life he is able to remember his past bhakti, and then he is able to Gajendra Stuti, prayers, and then he was able to leave the Lord. Which other? Parikshit Maharaj. Wow. Everything was going perfect in his life. But one incident came and everything is gone, upside down in his life. एक इंसिडेंट हमारे लाइफ में आता है और पूरा का पूरा लाइफ क्या हो जाता है? चेंज हो जाता है. फैमिली में कोई एक ऐसा इंसिडेंस आ जाता है कि 360 डिग्रीज लाइफ घूम जाते हैं. जो पहली पोजीशन थी अभी की पोजीशन में जमीन आसमान का फर्क हो जाता है. परीक्षित महाराज इज हैप्पीली सिटिंग टू लिव हिज गिव अस हिज लाइफ, एंड ही गिव्स अस द प्रॉपर वे दैट एक्चुअली वन शुड लीव द लाइफ near the Ganga river, means holy place. If you can live in the holy place, in association of devotees, in association of devotees, and listening Bhagavatam
From a pure devotee.
from a guru. What? From a guru. He is the acharya in Shravanam. Who? Parikshit Maharaj. And Shukdev Goswami is the acharya of Kirtanam. They are the standard for all of us. And this is the exact way doing the seva. And what was their seva? Bringing the Bhagavatam to the entire world. Giving the Bhagavatam
To the entire world.
So Parikshit became an instrument in Bhagavatam giving to the entire world and showing how 7 days, 7 nights, not a single drop of water. What? एक drop of water पानी नहीं पिया था. At the 3rd day, Parikshit Maharaj was told, थोड़ा तो पानी पियो. 3rd, 4th day. तो उनको बोला कि ये कथा का अमृत इतना है कि भाई कुछ प्यास नहीं लग रही. So that much eagerness was there to listen. And how he is so much engrossed in Krishna Katha that even before the Takshatna came, he had immediately left the body, and it was the dead body whom the Takshat came and burned off. Any other examples? Kunti was an example of how she remembered all the calamities in their life, and she appreciated that calamities. What did she did? She is a classic example of appreciation of all the calamities and praying to the Lord. Yes, Lord. Why? Because whenever there is a calamity, you are there. You immediately come in our life and save us. So let that calamity come again. Why? Because whenever the calamity will be there, you will be there. Your remembrance is there. Shabri, perfect example. Guru Seva, what she did? Complete life from childhood. From childhood she is there in the ashram.
And faith in Guru's words.
Faith in Guru's. When the Guru left to the Vaikuntha, she told that the mission is that Lord will be coming and you have to serve him. So from childhood, she's waiting for that order and every day bringing the fruits bare. Because my Guru has told, Lord is going to come from this way and he can come any day. So cleaning the ashram, cleaning everything, just on the order, up to the age of 80. From childhood, every day, she's doing the same work. So, doing what our Guru has told on our entire life, we see from the life of Prabhupada. He did what his Guru had told. We see from our Guru life, Gopal Krishna Maharaj. You are double MBA. Papsi, during 60s, 70s, whatever, nice. He's a very rich person. Golden spoon, आया आदमी है. And he was there as a top close in the Pepsi company that time. So whatever salary that he was getting, he was bringing to Srila Prabhupada and giving to it. That days, I'm talking about that days.
In Toronto. In Montreal.
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 And Prabhupada told, you are MBA person, you are management person, you manage ISKCON. And you know, one thing I can tell you, making a house is easy, destroying is very easy, but managing is the worst part. Any. Managing a house, then what to speak about managing ISKCON? What? The worst part, voluntary part, and he's doing that flyingly for last 50 years, just on the order of his Guru Maharaj. And we are very fortunate to have him, because we know we may not go to Vaikuntha, but he will be going to Vaikuntha. And if we are able to serve him, and if he recommends, then our number will lag jayega. Huh? So that is how we have little hope, because we are somehow connected with him. So that is the way, by serving, we can live. So Shabri is a classic example. And in the Shabri Leela, two things very nicely, you know, when she was doing the seva of the ashram every night just to get entered, because she is a girl and that is a brahmachari ashram. How can a girl be allowed to stay in the brahmachari ashram? Every night, 2 o'clock she used to get up, she used to clean the ashram from outside. और इन लोग जब टॉयलेट करके आते थे, टॉयलेट करने जाते तो अंदर से आश्रम क्लीन कर देते थे. So it was going on for months and months, and they were getting, you know, shocked. What is happening? Then they went to Guru, and Guru also told. जो उनके गुरु थे, Matang Rishi, this is very serious, because when you take seva, two things will happen.
They didn't know this lady is
No, she was a girl, small girl. She was small girl, and she was from the jungle. So two things happen. देखिए कि दो चीज आती है और एक चीज जाती है तुम्हारी. Matang Rishi told to the Shishyas, therefore you have to find who is doing this. So what two things will come? So two things that comes inside you. बोले सबसे पहला एक चीज तो चली जाती है तुम्हारी. क्या? तुम्हारे जितने भी सुकृति है, क्या है? सेवा सुकृति है, वो चली जाती. क्या हो जाती? जब किसी की सेवा लेते हो आप किसी से सेवा लेते हो तो उसकी जो सुकृति है वो सामने वाले के सेवा करने वाले के पास ऑटोमेटिक ट्रांसफर हो जाती है. क्या हो जाती है? और आपको दो चीज मिलती है उससे, उनके वहां से. एक तो तुमको आसक्ति आ जाती है वो सेवा से. क्या आ जाती है? अटैचमेंट. You get attached to that seva. And another thing, two things, asakti and पुण्य खत्म हो जाते. तुम्हारे पुण्य खत्म हो जाते. क्या हो जाते हैं? तो तुम्हारे एक तो पुण्य खत्म हो जाते हैं, एक आसक्ति बढ़ जाती है, और एक भार बढ़ जाता है. क्या बढ़ जाता है? सामने वाले का भार आ जाता है. इसलिए सेवा देना चाहिए, लेना नहीं चाहिए. क्या करना चाहिए? क्योंकि आपकी सुकृति जाती है. सो वी हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल इन टेकिंग सेवा. वी हैव टू गिव सेवा फॉर आवरसेल्फ. इसलिए दासानु दास बन के रहना इजी है. तो शबरी, देन व्हाट हैपेंड? At the night time, Shabri they got up before that and they caught him, and then they brought him to the Matang Rishi and told, I am from a Bhil Jati And on my wedding day, they were going to kill thousands of animals as a bali. Shabri. So I didn't want that so many animals should be killed. That's why I ran from my house. And I have no shelter. If you can give me shelter. So seeing that mood of humility and seva bhav, then Matang Rishi, only one girl was kept in the ashram. So that seva bhav was continued. He said that you should go on cleaning. What? Cleaning the ashram. That will be your seva. And when Matang Rishi went, that time you told that in this ashram, Lord will be coming. What? Lord Ram will be coming. Wait for him. And bring fruits, he will have fruits by you. So, from childhood she was waiting up to the age of
80 years.
Sincerely on the order of Guru. And when Lord Ramchandra came, she was so happy at the age that she was thinking and eating and then after that immediately she left the body and went to the Goloka. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram. So, total dedication to the words of Guru. And that is how she left the body. Any other example? Gyaneshwar.
He took
Samadhi. Prahlad Maharaj, we do not find that he is leaving the body, but he is eternally there in this Sutara Loka with Bali Maharaj. Even today he is there. Yeah, but parental love. Any other example? Madhavendra Puri, you can say that how in the separation, Madhavendra Puri crying in the separation, in the mood of separation, he is, leaving the body. Leaving the body. So, Vibhishan is even today there. He is even today there. He is Chiranjeeva. He is there. So, we see so many examples, and there are so many still examples where how one leaves the body. And this is the way we should be preparing our life. We have examples of a Guru and the Vaishnavas who have dedicated their lives, and throughout their days and night they are serving, and at least we can see them that they are living. But what about us? We have to go very long. Now let us come to the negative part. Kidhar? Positive part में आ गया अभी. Yes, अजामिल का भी बोल सकते हैं. 20 साल अजामिल. How many years? 20 years. Out of fear. ऐसा नहीं है कि आनंद से ले रहा था वो उसको इतना डर बैठ गया था. Because of the fear, he was so much in the fear. If I stop, that 3 वो जो भूत थे ना वो पकड़ के जाएगा मेरे को. Yamdut will again come. He was in so much fear, and that's why he didn't stop taking Narayan name. So we see fear, we see Vigraha Seva, we see Veera Rasa, different ways of living the body. Parikshit Maharaj listening, Prabhupada doing the seva and leaving the body. So we also have to leave the body. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ, एक होता है ग्रीन लाइट, एक होता है ऑरेंज लाइट और एक होता है रेड लाइट. हमारा ग्रीन तो चला गया है. We all are in ऑरेंज लाइट, येलो लाइट. रेड कभी भी आ सकता है. ग्रीन में तो कोई है नहीं. मेजर पार्ट ऑफ आवर लाइफ हैव गॉन. So we have to be very careful. Now let's come to the negative part. Kidhar? If this is not the way to leave the body, scriptures में और भी कैसे कैसे body leave किया है. नर्क के गामी में, या जो हम लोग बोलते हैं अभी एज डिफरेंट वेज आज के तारीख में पीपल लिव करते हैं बॉडीज, रजोगुण, तमोगुण, दैट इज द बेस्ट, एंड सत्वगुण ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा होगा तो कोई जो बॉडी लीव करते हैं। बट क्या होगा, मैक्सिमम जो आज आदमी लीव कर रहे हैं बॉडी रजोगुण और तमोगुण में लीव कर रहे हैं अपना बॉडी, दे आर लीविंग द बॉडी इन द वे ऑफ रजोगुण एवरी डे वी आर फाइंडिंग। इसमें कैसे जाते हैं, इन रजोगुण में ज्यादा करके लोग कैसे मरते हैं, या तो बीमारी से, हॉस्पिटल में, एक्सीडेंट्स, एवरी डे यू विल फाइंड न्यूज़पेपर भरा हुआ है, और ऐसे ऐसे हाईवे पे एक्सीडेंट हो जाते हैं, हाँ? सब एक झटके में पूरा साफ, बिल्डिंग कोलैप्स, रजोगुण में क्या क्या होता है, कैसे है,
मतलब हार्ट अटैक और
स्ट्रेस, शुगर, नहीं लिखो ना प्रभु, ये स्ट्रेस शुगर कैसे मरने वाले हैं सब पहले से हम लोग हाँ वो तामसी में
प्रभु कोमा में,
हाँ बीपी, शुगर, और क्या है प्रभु,
बीपी, शुगर, स्ट्रेस, नेचुरल कैलामिटीज में आएगा,
नेचुरल कैलामिटीज में अर्थक्वेक, अभी वो फ्लड्स चल रहे हैं, फ्लड में कितने लोग मर गए, हाँ? अभी फ्लड चल रहा है, आसाम फ्लड में कितने मर गए, एक्सीडेंट एवरी डे हाईवे पर जो हो रहे हैं, हाँ? आज का जो न्यूज़पेपर में पढ़ा कि वो बस नहीं क्या बोलते हैं, वो एम्बुलेंस लेके जा रही थी, एम्बुलेंस के अंदर जो आदमी थे वो पेशेंट थे वो ही मर गए, हाँ हाँ वॉर यूक्रेन में मरना ही है, हाँ? मारापोली जो एंटायर सिटी, पूरा का पूरा सिटी को क्या कर दिया है, डेथ सिटी बना दिए, thousands and thousands of bodies are lying down there. हाँ,
लेकिन जो वहाँ पे सेवा कर रहे थे उस अटैक में मारे थे उनका क्या होगा,
जो सेवा कर रहे थे कृष्ण नाम लेते लेते जाएंगे, उनको सदगति होगी, अवश्य होगी, उनके जहां भी गए हैं।
तो ये वीडियो आया था वन आर्मी जवान फ्रॉम
yes how in the Ukraine he is, even in the fighting, he is chanting, the mala and he is fighting there. So that is the glory of Prabhupada, that is the only glory that we are very much found, that even there the food for life is going on in between. What Prabhupada has started, food for life, Harinam, it's working there. That is the glory of Prabhupada's work. Huh? That even you go, even today in Bombay, all the municipal schools children are getting khichdi. All the municipal school children. It's ISKCON who is providing the khichdi in the afternoon, midday meal. And in South it is super duper famous. Whether it is in Bangalore way or what, but it is famous. One part of what? Food and Harinam. It's very important. And that is working. So,
कुछ प्रभु जो महामारी फैलती है जैसे
yes, plague, epidemics way. No, why I am saying this is the way we are going to die. I don't think so we are going to die. Huh?
our endeavor is for this, no?
Yes.
Zoom class
But I am telling this can happen to anybody anytime.
but we are in this category.
हाँ? और तमोगुण में कैसा मरता है आदमी प्रभु? ओवरडोज ऑफ पैक मार के मर जाता है, स्लीपिंग पिल्स, हाँ? सुसाइड का किस में आ जाएगा? सुसाइड तमोगुण में ड्रग्स,
OD of drugs,
रेप करके मार डालना, या मॉलेस्टिंग करके पंखे से लटक जाना,
suicide,
मर्डर
और बीमारी, बीमारी से, हाँ इसमें ये ड्रग्स, इसमें तो और भी वैरायटी आएगी प्रभु जी, थोड़ा और वैरायटी हो। याद होना चाहिए आप लोगों को कैसा
खा के ज्यादा खा के
नहीं होता है ना प्रभु जी। हाँ, ओबेसिटीज है, हाँ नहीं, जितने भी डिजीज है सबके नाम लो ना थोड़ा। हार्ट अटैक, ब्रेन है, कैंसर है, क्या क्या है, वैराइटीज है यार इसमें, स्ट्रोक है, फिर नहीं, किडनी फेलियर है, डायलिसिस करके बैठता है आदमी, मरता है, मालूम है, और क्या क्या है, हाँ पैरालिसिस हो गए, बेड पे ऐसे ही बैठा हुआ है बेचारा। नो, वी आर सीइंग दिस, इट्स नॉट दैट इट्स अ जोक, बट इट इज द फैक्ट ऑफ द लाइफ। शायद इसमें से ही हमारा चांसेस ज्यादा है। कैंसर, हाँ, कितने लोग मर रहे हैं कैंसर से, हाँ,
most popular हो गया अभी कैंसर।
एंड यू डू नॉट नो हाउ, कैसे आ जाते, और कितना टेरिबल इट हैज टू गो थ्रू, सो difficulties, Prabhuji. And when any of these things are there in your family, entire family is disturbed.
Cancer is the worst.
Worst.
Most family, finance, everything.
Everything सब साफ हो जाता है। आपका कितना भी होगा, हाँ, हमने कितना देखा भी है प्रभु जी, वो डिजीज में पूरा का पूरा खत्म हो जाता है।
आदमी पहले आधा बढ़ जाता
That is called the king of the diseases.
हाँ, सो दिस इज द वे हमने देखा है कि हमारे फैमिली में गए हैं, हाँ, एंड अल्टीमेटली किधर जाते हैं इन लोग, ये दोनों का नरक पक्का है। किधर है नरक पक्का है? Yes.
Kadamkana Maharaj has been detected with the cancer.
हाँ.
But he is very said, whatever life I have, I'll dedicate to this bhakti. So.
Yes. See, again I am saying, for devotees, it's the best way. We have Bhagavatam. We have a circle. At least we are discussing the fact of life. कहाँ ऐसा circle मिलेगा where we are discussing all this? जैसा बाहर निकलो, you just get out of the temple. कौन सा? ओ महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट में क्या हो रहा है, शिंदे क्या कर रहा है, हाँ? ये क्या कर रहा है, मोदी क्या कर रहा है, पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज का डिस्कशन इज मोर।
कौन किधर गया?
सो दैट इज व्हाट इज गोइंग। हु हैज द इंटरेस्ट इन डिस्कसिंग भागवतम एंड द फैक्ट ऑफ द लाइफ एंड द वे ऑफ द लाइफ वन शुड बी लिविंग दिस बॉडी? नोबडी इज इंटरेस्टेड माता जी। बट यस, दिस इज द वे 100%। दिस, इसमें से कोई एक वे में तो हम लोग हमारा शरीर जाने वाला है। और क्या होने वाला है ऐसे टाइम पे प्रभु जी? एंजाइटी। व्हाट?
When we are devotees, experienced devotees, so when this thing happen to us, we have the understanding.
Yes.
And we try to.
At least what will happen? Whatever bhakti we have done, it's not going to waste. Neha abhikrama nashvasti pratyavayo na vidyate. At least wherever we are left, we will start from the next point. But why to have a next time? Totally dedicate. See here, Dhruv Maharaj dedicated. So at one time of our life, we have to dedicate it our life 100% for the cause of Guru and Vaishnavas. Otherwise, हमको एक उधर से बाहर निकल के पूरा डेडिकेट करना पड़ेगा। यस, रावण और कंस, हाँ, भगवान ने मारा इसलिए उनका तो वैकुंठ गति हो गया। हमारे जैसे लोग को भगवान नहीं आने वाले। वो तो एक्टर थे। जैसे विलन भी रहता है, आपको मालूम, पिक्चर के अंदर विलन रहता है और हीरो रहता है। सीन खत्म होने के बाद दोनों आके एक साथ में बैठ के चाय पीते, नाश्ता करते हैं दोनों गले में मिला के।
भगवान ने लिखा था ना।
हाँ, सो वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट एटलीस्ट वी शुड नॉट वेस्ट आवर लाइफ। और ऐसे हमने बहुत बार मरे हैं। दिस इज नॉट द फर्स्ट टाइम वी आर डाइंग दिस वे, दिस इज नॉट द, हम लोग मर चुके हैं ऐसे बहुत बार। बट एटलीस्ट दिस टाइम we should endeavor, at least we should come to this point of our life that our consciousness is thinking about the mission. Our conscious, there is some purpose to our life. If we have some purpose, नहीं तो फिर से chewing the chew, और यही हमारा destination होगा, and that I do not want. इसलिए decide करो कहाँ तक घुसना है हमें। एक लिमिट आएगी, उसके बाद में वी हैव टू गेट आउट। वी हैव टू बी वेरी सीरियस अबाउट द मिशन, वी हैव टू बी सीरियस अबाउट द सेवा। वी कैन नॉट जस्ट चलने दो, नेक्स्ट लाइफ देखेंगे। वी शुड नॉट ट्रांसफर इट फॉर नेक्स्ट लाइफ, बिकॉज दिस इज द फैक्ट ऑफ द लाइफ। और आज ये ज़्यादा हो रहा है, और ख़ास करके बच्चों में ज़्यादा हो रहा है प्रभु, एडिक्शंस, स्कैरी एडिक्शंस, एंड यंग पीपल आर डाइंग। माता जी, यंग पीपल, थोड़े यंग एज में भी आदमी कहते हैं फटाफट मर रहे आदमी, वेस्ट ऑफ लाइफ। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So we'll stop the class over here.
Guruji, Bhagavad Gita also gives us a direction. Urdhvam Gati Satata Bhakti Tishtanti Rajasa. Charanne Guri Bhakti Samhita.
So according to the mode of goodness, Sattva Gun will go up, Rajogun will stay here, and Tamogun will go down. But the problem is that we initiated devotees, practicing devotees, we should try that this should be the goal of our life. This is what we have to leave our body. Otherwise, ऐसा तो मरना ही है, ये रेडी है हमारे लिए। क्या है? हम बचने वाले नहीं हैं। We can wind up.
And like Bhakti Charu Maharaj, he went for a good cause to America, but he died due to this
COVID. ठीक है ना?
What about
कृष्णा से भाई तुम्हारी सेवा कभी भी नाश नहीं होती। आज आप ये चोखा मेला का कथा सुना? क्या था उनका डेथ, कैसा हुआ था चोखा मेला का, मालूम है? वो बिल्डिंग कोलैप्स हो गई थी। बिल्डिंग, चोखा मेला की बात कर रहा हूँ, तुकाराम जी की। हाँ, वो तुकाराम के गांव के चोखा मेला जो भक्त था, वो बिल्डिंग कोलैप्स हो गया और उसमें मर गया। फिर भगवान ने इसको बोले, किसको? नामदेव को बोले कि भाई ये भक्त का आपको समाधि लगाना पड़ेगा यहाँ पे। किसका? चोखा मेला का। तो बोला कि उसमें तो बहुत सारे मर गए हैं, तो उसको कैसे ढूंढे? तो बोलते वहाँ जो हड्डी में कान लगाओ। क्या लगाओ? वो हड्डी में कान लगाओ, और उस कान हड्डी में से, जिस हड्डी में से विट्ठल 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 आ रहा है, वो हड्डी उसकी है। हाँ, तो वो नामदेव गए और हड्डी निकाली वो बरिस में से, तो उसमें से जब सुना तो वो चोखा मेले के निकले, और उसको विट्ठल भगवान के आगे उसको समाधि दी गई थी। उधर जो पायरी है ना, पायरी उधर, हाँ, नामदेव पायरी के उधर उनको चोखा मेला को दिया। सो भगवान अगर शुद्ध कहते हैं, शुद्ध भक्तों की परीक्षा इसलिए लेते हैं कि आखिर उनका ग्लोरिफिकेशन हो। क्या हुआ? हमारा परीक्षा इसीलिए लेते हैं कि हमारा प्योरिफिकेशन हो। क्या हो? और सामान्य लोग सफर करते हैं, उनके कर्म काट रहे हो। क्या कर रहे? तो सामान्य आदमी भी सफर कर रहा है, वो उनके कर्मों से सफर हो रहा है। हम भी सफर हो रहे हैं, लेकिन हमारा प्योरिफिकेशन हो रहा है। हमारी भक्ति में क्या हो रही है? एक एक दृढ़ता आ रही है। क्या आ रही है? और बड़े बड़े लोगों को भी परीक्षा आती है, लेकिन वो भगवान उनके द्वारा उनका महिमा बढ़ाना चाहते हैं। किसका? हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम। So 2 minutes kirtan we'll do and then we'll stop there.